Each year, the World Council of Churches send accompaniers to Israel and Palestine to monitor and report violations of human rights. This was initiated by local Palestinian church leaders after the Second Intifada in 2000. You talk to the people, you talk to the soldier next to you, you observe and you experience life under occupation. The Shuhada Street has been closed for Palestinians for years. But the children need to go to school. Every day they pass this checkpoint.
One of the duties we have as an EA is accompanying school children to the school because they've in the past suffered a number of settler attacks. Other children throw stones at them, and the army also harass them and check the school bags and stop them. And I don't know what would happen if we weren't here. Perhaps the violence would increase. It was certainly very bad a few years ago when there wasn't an international presence.
As an Israeli, as much for Israelis in the future as for Palestinians, children should not have to go to war. They should not be pushed into it because there's no choice. No, of course there's a choice. And so once you see this, you have to do something about it. It's not easy just to walk away. Sometimes I wish I could. And one day one will have to, of course. But peace is coming. It is shifting.
One thing we do as EA is to go to house demolitions in order to support the family of the situation they're in, but also to write incident reports so we can tell the world what is happening in Palestine right now. This family here, they didn't get a call this morning. Actually, there was only their 8-year-old son who was in the house when the bulldozers came and tore the house down. So when the mother returned from driving one of children to school, she found the house half torn down. And today you can tell that the whole family is in great shock.
EAs are living here for 3 months. They live with people in their nice, happy moments, in their sad moments, in their disastrous moments. EAs live the experience completely for 3 months, so they're more like a Palestinian or an Israeli peace activist than an international who is here to visit. So they get the essence of life, they get the essence of the story. They are not protecting from the incidents themselves, they're preventing the incidents from taking place. So they're helping Palestinians to live as normal as possible in the places where we are.
It's 4 a.m. The smell of freshly baked bread and Arabic coffee. Some are still sleeping on the ground, others are talking, and some are having a cigarette. Over 2,000 men pass this checkpoint every workday. Some wait for 4 hours to pass through.
The EAPPI program is asked to monitor every morning or specific mornings in the schedule. We count every worker passing, we count the women passing, we count the children passing, and we take notes when we think it's different, like what it should be or as it used to be. Many mornings it's quite emotional to see the workers waiting. Some are complaining, some are shouting, some are disappointed. They tell us to tell the soldier to open, to tell the commander to open. And we have not the possibility. Mostly it's bad feelings when we monitor.
One morning, a beautiful young family came by, and the mother took the baby in one arm and the hand of the little girl in the other, and they squeezed into this small space. And watching them go through was very difficult because it was such a regular sight, say in Canada, of a family walking down the street. And for this family, they had to go through this whole process just to go from one side of their community to the other. It was hard. It's beautiful. Lovely family. So that, I think, has made a huge impression on me. And I think will stay with me as I go back to Canada and try to describe what life is like with this wall and a terminal checkpoint dividing people from school, from work, from health, from family, going to visit their aunt or grandmother. It's hard.
You listen to the waves on the beautiful beach of Tel Aviv, and you wonder how life can be so different less than 2 hours away. You talk to Israelis and try to understand.
We want to have open borders just like in Europe, that one day I can start my car and drive to Lebanon, Syria or Gaza, have a cup of coffee and a cake. And unfortunately I don't see it happening. The peace process has not been progressed, and the people over there are living in poverty, and they suffer a lot. Some of us, I think, it's got to do with us, and a lot of it has got to do with them.
I think it's too bad it's like that, but it's like that for years. I think whenever they will really want peace, maybe we'll be able to have it. I think we've tried a lot, and we keep on trying. Who knows?
Demolitions occur not only in Jerusalem, but all over the West Bank. This time, a classroom at the local school has been demolished.
At 7:30, they came and they entered our school here. They destroyed one of the classes here, and they arrested 2 teachers from the class, and they dismissed all of the students from the school. They don't want us to learn. They don't want us to see the world. They don't want to... I don't know what to say.
I need the world to know exactly what happened in the Middle East. Just to know how the people live. Just to know when your house is demolished, what do you feel? The demolition houses, the violence, it's killing you from your inside. Just you died inside.
Every week, Israeli peace activists, internationals and Palestinians demonstrate all over the West Bank. The accompaniers are also there. So is the Israeli army.
You have the sound bombs, and then you have the tear gas. and then you have the nightsticks or the batons that come out. I would use the word attack to disperse everyone, even though the demonstration up until that point has been peaceful. It's a violent reaction to a peaceful demonstration from the Israeli border police that I really, really don't understand why.
Despite the fear of new demolitions, the people in South Hebron Hills have no other choice than to try to live as normal as possible.
We need to live in peace, without problems, without violence. I am tired from the violence. All of us tired. You must start thinking about the future, not just stuck all of us and we said, okay, we wait. We must think, all of us. I hope the peace is coming at last, because this is my hope, personal hope. Just the peace is coming at last.
We haven't stopped demolitions, we haven't stopped evictions, we haven't stopped land grab, we haven't stopped forced displacement, we haven't stopped settlement expansion, we haven't stopped the checkpoints. I think that we will, and if not us, people coming after us, this can't go on.